Hello folks, welcome back to another review and thoughts on, this time checking out 28 Days Later. Now, and it came out, what, in 2002. So yeah, it's been a long time. And they're, with the new one out, what, 28 years later? I briefly, vaguely remember seeing this back in the day. And I was bored with it. I didn't finish it, I don't believe. And, watching it again now, I'm not the biggest fan of zombie films. Granted, Resident Evil films, Walking Dead, I'm not a fan of, really. Granted, I haven't really watched a lot of episodes, but what I've seen, Last of Us is okay. I haven't seen the show. If anybody's interested in requesting any content in terms of reviews, commentaries, reaction videos, link down below to my PayPal. That's how you can request for there, or Patreon if you want to do that. I also have a BitChute channel, which will be linked down as well. Pretty much stuff I post here will go there earlier than expected, so be sure on that. Be sure to subscribe there if you want. But yeah, 28 Days Later. I mean, it stars Cillian Murphy, who plays Scarecrow in Batman Begins. He plays Jim, a guy named Jim who's I guess a bike carrier. He lives in London. Pretty much he wakes up, the world is just gone. Like, everybody is gone. There's no cars. Well, there's cars, but there's everybody just vanished. So he walks around, he stumbles upon a church, a bunch of, we don't know if if they're all dead, or I assume they're dead people. Or they all, hibernated infectees. But then we see the first two infected people, and we see a pastor who's also infected. So, I'm gonna say it right now. The movie, people like to debate, are these they're zombies or not zombies? Are they zombies or not zombies? Well, really, they're not actually zombies because they're not dead, really. But then they are zombies because they eat other people, zombie-like mannerisms, and aggressive, and it's all. But pretty much, the movie opens with this group of animal rights activists who try to free caged chimps in this science lab, and granted, you sort of blame them for releasing said virus because they're the reason it got out, because they let the chimps out. And so pretty much, if you get scratched, if you get any of this blood in you, on your face, in your mouth, or bitten, you become enraged to where, you're just very angry and just very animalistic, primal rage is all I can really explain it as. But, I mean, we follow the character Jim. Again, we don't know much about him, other than that he had parents, I guess he was going to visit, I guess, because we see them. He ends up visiting them later on in the movie, shortly after meeting these two other survivors. Which, in these zombie movies, I would like people to be more smart with their armor. Such as, when we see the two survivors save Jim, right off the bat, they have these, I think, gas masks. I don't know what happened to those gas masks. I think they should have kept them. And also, they had cool coat coverings on them, so it seemed like, it would be hard for the infected to infect you. But no, we're just going to do all of that. But pretty much, Jim's parents died. I guess they went suicide, I guess. They leave him a note. This movie was filmed on a digital camera, I guess. So that's why it looks all grainy. Which it didn't really bother me much. I just thought it was how it looked, how a lot of movies back in, the early 2000s, especially low budget, looked. But yeah, this is a very low budget film. It's only $8 million. I don't know how much it made. It's directed by Danny Boyle. I believe he did the 28 weeks later, and he also did the recent one, 28 years later. Along with the writer, I believe he came back as well. Yes, it was shot on digital video cameras instead of the traditional 35 millimeter. It was a stylistic reason, I guess. Okay, so my phone cut off because, not enough space, apparently. So anyway, I'm going to try to be fast with this. But where I was talking about how it was shot digitally, whatever. Positives I can give the movie. The way it was shot was fine. The acting was pretty good from mostly everyone. The story was fine. I can't really say I had any negatives about it, really. Even the ending I thought was fine. It was decent. I will say I was kind of bored when they got to the military folks. When they got to that portion of the movie. And then you find out they're just as bad as the infected, if probably worse. Which I guess, the director or writer was trying to commentate on, oh, we're not even humans are bad. But yeah, overall, 28 days later, it's fine for what it is. Again, I don't know either to categorize this as a zombie or non-zombie movie. I say it's not a zombie movie because they're not dead. So, to me, zombies are dead, right, risen from, So, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a amazing movie, but it was fine for what it was. I don't know if I would watch it again. Not that it's a bad movie, but again, I'm not really into zombie films to begin with, so, Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Peace and love.